The
There's
waste of space exploration.
the waste of space.
The waste. Oh, hang on. Hang on. What are we talking about? The waste of space or the waste of space
The
exploration?
waste of space exploration.
As in,
I was only-
what a load of rubbish. Why are we going off to
Why
other planets
are we
and
doing
all
it?
that sort of thing?
So the first question is, what do we know now that has made a significant change to our lives since we have been exploring space? I think that's one big question. What has space exploration actually returned to us, other than we
Teflon.
now know
Teflon.
that? Well, we've had to develop different
New
products
technologies.
because we weren't allowed to kill sperm whales to provide the lubrication on the bearings and
I don't
stuff
wanna
in the
go back
space.
there.
But that's why we have Teflon now.
Okay.
We needed to develop because we stopped killing whales. So
Is that a good enough answer for you?
no, it's not. So other than knowing what sort of rocks the moon's made out of, or getting samples to know what Mars is made out of, what are we really gaining out of it as the human race?
Is that rhetorical, or do you want me to answer?
Yeah, answer.
Well, it's always been, not always, I've come to the conclusion that we're all searching for something. Even scientists who may claim to them to be atheists or whatever, even scientists are searching for something out there to explain everything. And whether you and I look at it as simply answering God, and we're content with that answer, and we feel not just contentment, not just in a simple kind of answer, but we have deeper sort of beliefs and all that structures around that anyway. But scientists, researchers, are always looking for something deeper that they can pin something to and go, that's the answer. That's the reason. Like, for example, I was watching, who was it? Who's that really funny comedian who made
Chris Rock.
no, no, like him. The other guy from The Office, but the English one. The one who did the stand up at the Golden Globes last year and rocked everyone.
Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, Ricky Gervais.
Yeah.
That's it. So Ricky Gervais.
Thank you, producer. Thank you, God. And
get
F off.
Yeah. So Ricky Gervais
Thank you, agent.
has this. He was sitting with one of the American late night presenters, and he said, we have proven that everything in the universe was in a singularity in the beginning, and it was microscopically small, and then it exploded. We've proven it. We've done it. And this is a video that I've seen from that I saw only a couple of days ago, and it relates to something he said, 5 years ago,
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm watching my latest YouTube, who's Physics Girl. Physics Girl tells me everything now, all the latest stuff, especially about physics. And she says, the singularity that they're talking about, where the Big Bang was not so small. It was big. It was not a microscopic, tiny little nothing of singularity of all the matter in the entire. She said it was big.
It had to have been big. It was just every atom in the universe with no space in between.
So now, is Ricky Gervais has his kind of atheist sort of reliance on science, or all of a sudden been rocked because it wasn't correct?
But the problem with atheists go, we know how the universe started was the Big Bang. You go, okay, hotshot, what was before that?
Yeah.
But the point I'm getting at is a few weeks ago,
Yes,
a
please.
Chinese satellite.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
No, anytime, mate. You really, all you got to do is say, "Hey, shut up," and I shut up. Right? I will be mid-sentence. If you say "shut it," I shut it. But a couple of weeks ago,
I was thinking of a yellow card and red card system.
a Chinese satellite crashed into the moon. Now, I'm not so concerned about the damage it did to the moon, or now the fact that there's this satellite that's potentially strewn across a large area of the moon's surface, and there's no cleanup crew because the environment, of which there is none on the moon. But it got me to thinking, that is 3 ton of resources that's no longer available for use on Earth.
Okay, good one.
Right?
Yep.
Like, here we are talking about sending missions to Mars and all this sort of stuff.
Yep.
We have to take absolutely everything from here to get there and then stay there.
Well, that's why they're doing the research. They're hoping to find enough things there that they can actually
Right, but in the
live there
meantime,
and even possibly come
but in
back.
the meantime, we've got kids scared out of their brains
Like they might
because
find petrol.
yeah, you never know because of dinosaurs. You know, like
Fossil
do you,
on Mars.
do you understand when you go to the petrol station, you're filling up the tank with liquefied dinosaur remains. Like that's what it is. But so we've got all these kids running around in abject fear that we're depleting all these resources here on Earth and it's affecting the environment, and yet we have this massive global space industry.
All right, so what do you want to say about it?
I don't know. I don't think
Waste
it's
of money.
returning. Is it returning us
Yeah, go on.
such great material benefits in knowledge,
Yeah.
or is it really just a bunch of scientists, giving governments the great big circle jerk and just running experiments for the sake of it to justify their paychecks?
Maybe.
We are broadcasting live so your friends and family from around the world can tune in and follow live events as they happen. Listen to us live on jair.com.au.
I don't mind them going to space.
Yeah, as long as most of them had stayed. We should send politicians to space. That's like if we're gonna send astronauts and pioneers and whatever, because they know how to talk to the aliens that don't
Okay.
that don't